Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. We're down here in the basement. I just got done spraying some spray foam in some grooves here where I had to run the Romex. Right down here, I had metal clips all along there. Every 8 inches there's strip plate that you can screw to, so you got to put the metal clips back on. These are the clips. They got little prongs on them. Everywhere where this stuff says Fox blocks, like this strip here, that's a strip you can screw into. So you got to come where those are at. Hang on a second here. Let me get a better hold on this. I don't have it on the tripod right now. So wherever those are at, you got to put these things on there, like so. So you won't run a screw into your Romex. So I'm going to put those on there. Still waiting for the foam to dry. It's still a little, you can see it's a little pliable yet. But we'll get these all on there. And then we can start getting some drywall. What I'm going to do is probably just put about 3 sheets of drywall on this wall. I got to go from right down here. Be a sheet, 2 sheets, 3 sheets in this area here somewhere. I could go up to this box, but I might have to do more wiring from here for outdoor porch light. Not quite sure yet, so I don't want to go too far with that. We'll get the metal clips on there. Then maybe this foam will be dry enough to saw it off. What I'm going to do is take a saw blade and just go like this right along the styrofoam and cut any of these humps out that stick off. And then it'll be ready for drywall. Have to cut around them 2 windows. And what I'm doing right now, since we don't know if we're going to put a drywall ceiling here in the basement, we have a whole bunch of stuff to do up above the ceiling right now. Most of it's done, but there's still some stuff left to do, so I don't want to put drywall up there yet. But what I'm doing is leaving my drywall down about 5/8 of an inch from the bottom of those 2x4 floor trusses. That way I can slide drywall up above it if I want to, and then just mud the corner seam later. Or I can do a suspended ceiling if we so decide to later. Right now we want to get some drywall on these walls, and then I also put some back in the back area. Just a second here. So I filled this groove here and all the way down from the top all the way down over that box, and then started to make my way across over to the next box down there by the vacuum cleaner. So like you see, I got a couple stacks of drywall here. I'm going to run those vertical because this basement is a little over 9 foot tall. So these are 10-foot sheets. I'm going to run them vertical. Otherwise you end up with butt joints at the end of the sheets, which are hard to cover and they're prone to crack later. Okay guys, like I was saying, I'm cutting these off. This is a little over 9 foot tall. The sheets are 10 foot. I'm leaving a little over a ½ inch at the top so I can slip drywall up on top of it if we decide to drywall this ceiling. We may do a drop ceiling since it's basement. You might have to get at something up there in the floor trusses someday. We'll see. But I'm also leaving a little space on the bottom so I can put which is why I've got this shim down here. It's about 5/16 of an inch. Putting a shim at the bottom so the drywall won't touch the floor in case you spill something, it won't wick moisture up onto the drywall.
side's it writing in?
This is the good side.
And weren't you writing on the good side?
Oh, both sides get a cutout.
Oh. Can I help?
Okay, now. I want you to hold this for a second. Okay. Scooch it over a little bit. There, just like that. Go, guys. Hey, Ron. I know you want to help, but you can't right now. We good on the gaps?
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
We were. Hang on. Look at both.
The top was over a little bit.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Not bad. Whoops. Running out of room here. Did something happen? No. Not yet. Oh, running out of cord. I might have to get me an extension cord. Yeah, better go get me an extension cord. In case you're wondering, I put pencil lines on the floor to line up with my 8-inch marks where the screws can go into the Fox box. So I'm just blowing the sawdust off, or drywall dust off them, so I can see where to put some lines for my screws. It should do that. Okay guys, my next sheet of drywall I got to put up has a cutout in it for that outlet down there. Kind of hard to, it makes it look kind of dark with the big bright behind there, the bright window, but we're going to get this one on here. It'll have a cutout in the window up here for the window. And we'll move on down the way and stop and move to another area. So, I guess I'll get at it. Okay guys, down here at the bottom, when they poured the cement, the edges get rounded up against the bottom of the styrofoam here. And I've taken care of some of it already, but I just wanted to show you what I've got to do here. Down here I've already done it, but these edges are rounded right up and the drywall sets right up on top of them. I got to take this thing here and bust. It's just a old Wonder Bar, you know. I got to bust these edges off here. And there's also some cement stuck on the styrofoam itself up here. It wants to hold the bottom out, so I got to kind of get some of that off there. But might do that with a screwdriver, I'm not sure. I got to get this done before I can put the drywall up. Okay guys, I made myself a sketch so I can throw some dimensions on there. And I do have a tape measure. Two and a half and 6.5. Put my shim down here on the floor because that's what the drywall's gonna be sitting on because we don't want it touching the floor because it'll wick up moisture. So I'm just laying the shim that we're gonna use when we're hanging drywall right down there and measure from that. So I should be able to get a nice, correct measurement. If I can get down here and get a straight look at it. 13. Hey, what are you doing? Hi, Portia. I'm trying to get some measurements here. I gotta get some measurements, okay? You're such a pretty girl. Yeah, you're a pretty girl. Okay, you gotta look out a minute. You're in my light a little bit.
Here you go.
Okay, 13 5/8 and 17 9/16. 13 5/8, 17 9/16. Okay, there. That'll get me everything I need. Okay, I'm gonna flip this one over. I don't know about what professionals do, but I like to do my layout on the face side of it, not the back side of it. Otherwise, you just gotta turn everything inside out in your mind, which is doable. I did that a lot doing sheet metal work, layout and stuff, but this just helps prevent mistakes. There. Like I said, I'm going to make that window cut out. I scored the edges, so it'll cut cleaner for me over there, but I'm going to do that when it's in position rather than... Okay, now... Oh shoot, I gotta take the outlets loose. Gotta take them loose and kind of tip them sideways so they'll fit through the hole because they have these flanges on top and bottom. So if I take them loose and tilt them this way, they'll fit through the hole. I'll be right back. I'll get in line with the other one pretty much. There we go, in line there. But here it should be about where we gotta go. There, like that. And got the bottom down a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's why my shim came out from under it. I was like, my cut is off. How does that happen? I don't do that. Well, everybody does once in a while, but I didn't move up as much as I thought I did. I just didn't have my shim in there. There now. That's much better. Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you getting used to that noise? I know it kind of scared you yesterday.
Hey guys, I'm just taking my knife, holding it up against the edge of that window and just scoring the back side. So if I cut here and here, that'll just pop right out. If I score it all the way, that is. See if I can reach it or not. Here's the tricky part. Sorry about that. My microphone hit the wood there. That should do that. And let's get our horizontal cuts made. This saw used to be a nice little saw, but I used it on our styrofoam forms, and I had to cut right down flush with the cement. So cutting against the cement, it only has set on one side of the blade now. This side of the blade is flat. This side you can feel a set in the teeth, and it makes it not want to cut good. It wants to bind. Here's my buddy here. Yeah, Runt's my buddy. Aren't you? Aren't you, bud? Aren't you? Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, who wants to go outside? Is everybody going out? Right, you ready? Portia? Sky? Oakley? Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Ah, they're fun. They're a handful, but they're fun.